Hi guys, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Reynas. Thank you for stopping by. As we all know, this is a festive period and we all need good recipes to keep us going. So if you like recipes like puff puff or snacks for your loved ones, then don't skip this video. Keep watching and don't forget to try out this amazing and delicious puff puff recipe for parties, for get-togethers, for family come-togethers, for birthdays, for weddings. And I'm going to show you what I use for this recipe and how I actually came to this amazing puff puff you are seeing on the screen right now. So make sure not to skip and keep watching. So let me quickly show you what I'll be using for this recipe. So my dear friends, I won't be able to explain everything because I previously had a video on how to make puff puff. I think that was the first video on my YouTube channel. Make sure to go back there and watch everything I used. So this is what I'll be using. As you can see, I can just introduce a few ingredients. I have yeast, sugar, I have salt, water, I have milk, I have other stuff. But if you want to really know all the ingredients I use for this puff puff recipe, then go back and watch the first video I uploaded on this channel. So right now, this is my flour. Make sure to always sieve your flour before using it. Here is my bowl of hot water. It shouldn't be very hot. It should be lukewarm because in here we have to add in our yeast and other dry ingredients. So right now, let's start adding our stuff into the hot water, okay? So my dear friends, make sure as you're adding, you should have your whisk with you. Make sure to always whisk everything until it's well combined before adding in our flour, okay? So at this point, we are going to add in our yeast. Now we are adding in our yeast. Mix everything together. Then add in our salt, sugar, and whatever thing you have to add into this warm water, okay? So my dear friends, after adding in all of this, let it sit for a while so that we should see how the yeast is going to form. When our yeast is fully formed, that is when you start adding in your flour in bits. Make sure not to add too much at once. To me, I can add too much at once because it's something that I make on a daily basis. I'm so used to making these recipes like almost every day. So make sure not to be like me because I already know my quantity of everything I'm going to use, and I also know the consistency I'll be needing for each recipe. Okay, so now let's start adding in our flour. Mix as you add in order not to make it too liquidy or too thick. As you can see, I'm still adding in because I already know my measurements. And as you know, Chef Reynas is an expert. Can you see? Our puff puff is fully mixed. So at this point, we are going to use our clean wrap to cover it up, and that is not the end. After covering up with your clean wrap, you can either look for any cloth or any blanket, whatever that can keep it in kind of dark and warm state. Make sure to cover up very well, and then we'll let it sit for like 30 to 45 minutes. Then we'll start frying. This is what I'm talking about. Now we have to open up gently. Wow, can you see? Our yeast did a perfect job with our puff puff mixture. We wanted it to rise up to this point. So I have to start frying right now because I don't want it to overfill the container in which I mix up everything. This is my pot of hot oil. So a tip, my dear friends, when you start putting in your puff puff into the oil, make sure to reduce the heat because we don't want them burnt. Keep dropping from time to time. Can you see? Right now, I'm trying to flip them to the opposite side because I want them to be uniformly fried because this was for an event. As you know, I am a chef. So if you are anywhere in Ontario or even in Canada, make sure to send me a DM and I'll make your orders for you and ship right to your doorsteps, okay? As you can see, I'm bringing out our puff puff from our oil. This is the first set. It's perfectly fried. Look at the color. Here is our second set. And I'll do the third, the fourth. What I have to tell you is that on this day that I made this puff puff, I made more than 1,000 pieces of puff puff on this day because it was actually for an event. So make sure to always order for your puff puff, meat pie, food, fried rice, whatever you want for your events, be it birthdays, weddings, come together. Send me a DM and I will prepare your food for you. Chef Reynas never disappoints. So at this point, our puff puff is all set. As you can see, I'm trying to distribute them into different trays. After this, I'll have to call for someone to come and pick them up and transport them to the event. My dear friends, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a new video, okay? So if you want these recipes to keep coming, if you like what I'm doing, then share my videos and don't also forget to give me super thanks. I'll appreciate that too because I'm putting in so much work to bring this to you every time. Thank you for watching. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everyone. I love you all. Bye bye.